The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Evans Real Estate.
It is time once again for Real Estate Today by Evans Real Estate. And today I'm talking with Aubrey Talarico. And Aubrey, we're talking about investing in real estate. It's a whole different thing than buying a home for, for your use or for someone else's use. This is buying it to invest, to make money with.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like every week I still have people reaching out asking if now is still a good time to invest in real estate, especially with interest rates going up. The answer is yes, always yes. It's always a good time to invest in real estate. Right. And so there's several different ways that you can invest in real estate. I know there's lots of different buyers, people who want to be more hands-on, somebody who wants something that's really easy and passive. So I think it's first just identifying how hands-on and what type of property you're looking for to make that first investment or second or third investment.
And I guess it kind of breaks down into whether you want to start making money right away or you want to invest even more into a piece of property so you can make money down the road.
Absolutely. So you have some people who are looking maybe to buy something as a primary residence, and they want to buy it, they want to live in it, maybe fix it up, put some sweat equity into it over the next 1 to 2, 3 years, and then maybe sell it for a larger profit, or rent it out at that point and then buy another second primary residence. So you have an option to do that. You also can find something that's maybe just immediately turnkey. So a condo or another house that you don't have to put any sweat equity into. But you can just immediately purchase it, sign the papers and allow people to move in immediately.
We have so much beauty that surrounds us here in this region, and I know a lot of folks have thought about investing in Airbnbs, and I know several people that have done that. And that's one option you can look at as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be a little bit more hands-on.
Right.
There is a higher risk with Airbnb, but there's also a higher reward when it comes to your return on investment. So people who maybe want to deal with more of the management would want to do an Airbnb because there is going to be a higher reward and a higher payout at the end of the month. But then you might have people who just want to find a year-long lease, so it's just really easy and much more passive.
And also, you got to look, if you're going to buy a property and you're going to be renting it, or you're going to be renting it short term, you're going to be renting it long term. There's a lot of questions you got to ask yourself before you get into these situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know there's a lot of people who maybe don't want to do Airbnb, but maybe want a little bit more of return on investment. So you can still do what we call short-term rentals with 3 to 6 months. So right now we have a lot of people who are moving to this area and they need some place to come and just get settled and move in, maybe something that's furnished preferably, before they can find their next home. And that allows people a place to stay. They don't have to do a year-long lease, but those people are also more willing to pay a higher rent. So you don't have to do the Airbnb necessarily with as quick as a turnover with multiple stays in a week or even a month, but you can still get a little bit higher return on your investment by allowing those shorter term rentals.
And I loved how you said at the beginning, it's always a good time to invest in real estate. It's like people have always told me there's no more land. I mean, there's a set amount of land, there's a set amount of real estate as well, for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always tell people, depending on what you want, if it's more cash flow because maybe you need the extra income right now, you can do that. If you're just looking for retirement, for myself personally, I think real estate is a retirement option for me. So be able to take that extra income at the end of the month and just double down on a mortgage payment. So that way you pay off your mortgage faster and now you have all this income coming in 10, 15, 20 years. So using real estate as retirement, I think is huge and really important. And I think it's important for people to really look at that.
And one last question. It's important for folks to get in touch with a real estate agent before they start going out and trying to buy properties to invest in.
Absolutely. One, we know what's going to hit the market oftentimes before it does, but we can also run comps for buyers to figure out what the rental potential is going to be like in that area. We can look at what a resale value would be like if they fix certain things. So if they want to buy investment properties, maybe to fix up and flip and then resell, we can look at the comps of what it is priced at now and then also give them some ideas on really get the most money back when they decide to sell it and what those comps would look like.
All right, Aubrey, thanks for taking some time. Let's talk about investing in real estate. Lots of questions you have to ask yourself. More importantly, some questions you need to ask your real estate agent. And I can't stress enough, Evans Real Estate can help you with all of that. And coming back, we're going to come back here in just a few moments. We're going to take a look at this beautiful home here in the Ridges, over 68 600 square feet of living space here in this home. It's all part of Real Estate Today by Evans and Evans Real Estate.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Evans and Evans Real Estate.
Are you looking for the perfect